Hello there, you're welcome to a totally refreshing edition of your Weekend Family Wellness, Success and Lifestyle program, where together we celebrate excellence with the belief that everyone will be inspired and impacted. The program is today with John and Helen live, and we are reaching you from the PlusTvAfrica studio here in Victoria Island, Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Oma Helen Odeleye. John, unfortunately, is caught up with another assignment today and unable to be here right now. But just even if I have to say it, you will be missing out on the many exciting conversation that is about to unfold. And to everyone watching, I say a big thank you for joining us. We should go for a very quick break. When we return, you will get to find out the distinguished Nigerians we shall be parading today and what issues are on the front burner. We will be back shortly. Okay, the program is today with John and Helen live, and if you just tuned in, you made the right choice. You are welcome. Today we plan to entertain, enlighten, and load you up with life-changing and interesting information in classical and choral music. You saw a bit of that. The king of them all, Sir Emeka Nwokedi, a veteran music teacher and artistic director, join us soon to bear it all. We are hooked almost 24 hours to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all of them, burning our data and, more importantly, the precious time that we do not even have. So today, an award-winning and highly sought-after Google-certified digital marketer, Ruben Kalu, also will join the conversation, and he will be talking on growth hacking techniques, challenges, and benefits. Also on the show, beautiful and boisterous Chizoba Ofegu sits with a young, proud, and trailblazing Nigeria on the Culture Conversation segment. The show promises to be engaging, interesting, and rewarding. And another break beckons. Just a minute. When we come back, you will be meeting the doyen of classical and choral music himself, Sir Emeka Nwokedi. He's already seated in the studio. 1 second, and we're back. Let's take a break. Thanks a million for being there. Now to our very first guest on the program today. He began singing as a choir boy in the church at the age of 10 and later joined the Classical Choral in 1975 to learn the choral and conducting techniques from the renowned Nigerian first professor of music and organist. He's a choir master, he's a music director, he's a music consultant, he's an artistic director, and a lot more when you talk about music. Our guest went on to establish the Lagos City Choral in 1988 and remains the artistic director till date. He also joined the Muson Center Artistic Committee in 1992, established the Muson Choir in 1995, and music director at the Muson Center up till date. Our guest is a trainer, he's a conductor, organist, and director of music, mass choir of the Anglican Diocese of Lagos Mainland. Sir Emeka Nwokedi has taken various choral groups to several countries of the world, and we have the pleasure today of his presence in our studio. Today, I'm overwhelmed, Emeka. It's been a long time. We've come a long way. The Muson Center history. Yes. And then you just vanished into thin air.
Wow.
Good to have you on the show today.
Thank you very much.
Such an honor.
It's been quite a long time.
Such an honor. But you've been very busy.
Well, yeah.
Always very busy.
I am busy. A musician like me is busy because I have my hands full.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. So, let's start this conversation from the very beginning. Your musical journey began in the choir of your village church.
Yes.
How did that early experience shape your passion for classical and choral music? And how has that passion evolved over the years?
Yeah, my early interest in music stems from the choir in the village. In the 60s, my village church got an organ, what they call, well, it was harmonium, but they call it organ. And when the organist was playing it, was really capturing my interest. This sound of music, so that I have to go closer to see how he's manipulating it. And also, that made me to join the church choir then. And that's where my musical interest began, really, to the point that I was also lucky when I went to secondary school, in Anglican school in Anambra. They were offering music. So my musical interest also grew there. And they have a keyboard where students are allowed to go and play. So when I have spare time, I will go there and start teaching myself.
Hallelujah.
All right, thank you very much. Emeka Nwokedi is still here, and we're still looking at classical music and choral music development in Nigeria. Now, the Lagos City Choral, which you co-founded in 1988, has achieved numerous international successes. Now, what factors do you believe contributed to the choral ability to excel, even on the global stage?
Because I formed the Lagos City Choral with Senator Lera Additional. And we were performing. We've performed severally in Nigeria. We were invited even to Abuja when President Clinton came, when Al Gore came.
Wow.
And, so we did a lot of things. We were at independence celebration during Obasanjo's time. He invited us to perform in the State House and all that. So having explored many performing possibility to its height in Nigeria, say, what else can we do? We needed to explore other avenues. Music is universal. Sure. So we said, what can we do? Then we started looking outside. And we started seeing choral competitions like the World Choir Games, other competition, European games, and all those. Music is one.
Yeah.
So
true.
I would say, okay, let's explore this avenue of going outside and seeing people and mixing with other countries, other cultures of the world.
Okay.
And that's how we started. We started looking out. My first trip abroad. Of course, before this, I have also been to a number of trips. I was with Lazukweme Choral to United States. And we've toured about 5 states in the United States. Then at another time, the British Council invited me for a workshop in Britain. Also, it was exciting. But all those invitations. Now, this one, I say, let me explore. Let me see what I can do. Especially also to let the world know what we have available in Nigeria. That Nigerian groups, Nigerian troops are as good as any other. So
awesome.
That inspired me, and I started making effort. It wasn't quite easy coming because, but we did it.
It couldn't have been. Couldn't have. Choral music and classical music, they're not stream. They're not the kind of music that everybody.
Yes, everybody. Yes, it's only those who know it.
Specialized.
Yes, specialized. So,
okay. So you went on to be the conductor and the music director for the Muson Choir. And you have been there since 1995. What are some of the most significant challenges that you have faced, at the Muson Center? I'm talking about teaching and bringing the choral music and the classical music to the acceptance of a lot of Nigerians.
Yeah, okay. There we have to make good efforts to make people interested in what we are doing. Of course, there are also a lot of people who have this culture of classical music, especially those who have lived abroad and they were going to concerts. So we started with such people, making them to attend our concerts. And from there, it's a lot of making people interested and making what we are doing good. When they see that what we are doing is of standard, they will also, so this thing we see in Europe, we still have it here. This thing we see in concert halls abroad, we have the same standard here. So we try to make a very high standard performances, and people see it, and by extension they invite us, come and see. If you see this concert at Muson Center, it's fantastic. It's like any other concert hall in the world, be it any other concert. So people started coming. Of course, we have to also get our friends and members of the family. We also make attempt to go to schools. We started music education, and we take it to schools. We invite schools to come to concerts, and by so doing, the concert culture is expanding. I mean, it came to a point that some of our concerts are oversubscribed, especially when it's at Christmas. A lot of people, yeah. That's why we do this Christmas concert in a very big hall, the Shell Hall. Before, we did it in Ajip Hall. That takes about 400 people. But we found out that the hall couldn't contain people.
Okay. So let's quickly, we'll take a quick break.
Yes.
When we come back, I'd like for us to talk about, getting the younger people interested in choral and classical music.
Yes.
Because of all that is entailed. A lot of people think that you must have a lot of money and you must be among the elite.
Some people say,
to get involved in this.
It's not
you
so.
will talk to me more about that. Okay. My director said we need to continue.
Yes.
So let's quickly look at this. Let's take that break. When we come back, you will answer that question.
Okay.
Please, let's take a break. You're still on to Today with John and Helen live on PlusTvAfrica, and Sir Emeka Nwokedi is still here with us. Before we went on that break, I talked about how we can get the younger people involved, as we plan to preserve the culture of our choral music.
Yeah, like I said, music education is of essence in our society. If we want to get this classical music, entrenched in our society and make it grow, we must take it to schools.
Can we take it to schools in Orile, in Ajegunle, in Mushin, in Ajangbadi?
You can do that. I think what it borders on is having a curriculum, having it entrenched in the school's curriculum, and it goes around, whether elite school or. By the way, some people think that music is elitist. I debunk
classical
that.
Music.
Classical music, especially classical music. It is not. It's not. The classical music is actually music that has been organized, music that has a form, music that can be written down. Nigerian music is classical music in a way. Yeah, a lot of, what you are singing now is a classical music from Nigeria. And that's the kind of thing we do when we go abroad. We get music from our village squares and arrange it and put instrumentation, put everything, put orchestration, use our own African instruments to play it, and it becomes a Nigerian classical music. And this is what the Western world likes so much. That's what attracts them to our music. So the classical music, though it started from the West, but we also have the classical music's ability to organize music, ability to write it down, arrange it, and all that. Though it originates. So we need also to grow our own pattern of classical music. What we do is that we see this music from bicultural aspects. While we are learning the Western music, we also
domesticate it.
Yeah, we domesticate it. We try to. So, and that's what we need to develop something that's very unique to us and export it. So we learn the Western classical music. So to do this means that we have to have a music curriculum, music in our curriculum, and we develop it. As we develop and listen to classical music, we also entrench our own music and come out with a unique type of music.
Is that in the pipeline? Is that in the pipeline?
It is in the pipeline. Yes, sir. It is in the pipeline. But where the problem is that in our educational system, we don't have music in the curriculum. So we think that it's not important. But I tell you that music helps a lot.
Very important.
Yeah, to develop a child's intellectual ability. So let's go back to
and even helping us to relax at a time like this,
Yeah, of course. It's
huge. It's huge. Music
yes.
and entertainment, is huge, to
Arts
help.
generally, so we should. Sometimes we tend to pay so much attention to science and technology, but this aspect of humanity, the humanities, the arts, they help so much.
All right, so finally, as we prepare to wind up this conversation, how many Sir Emeka Nwokedi do we have? Conducting, teaching, and all.
What we do,
and if we don't have many, what should we be doing right now?
I have consciously, over the years, raised a lot of young people who are in this art. A lot of conductors, a lot of music practitioners.
I know Dari Atalade
used
to
course.
be one of your students.
Yes, it's one of my students early, and many other people are. A lot of them, I was in United States in July for a holiday, and in Texas, in Houston, all of a sudden boys gathered themselves. They are all there. Say, please, this is our teacher. You must come for.
That's good.
And they gathered themselves and gave me a wonderful entertainment. So we are growing them up. There are many. Over the years, there have been so many that up till now. Even now, I don't conduct always. Sometimes, boys, go and do this, go and organize this and that. So they're coming up.
That's good.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And looking at you, we can tell that the business is good business. Are we?
Well, we are doing it.
Putting the naira and the dollars and taking care of the family, which is very key.
Yeah, we thank God for that. Yes, but to me, I really cherish to practice this music. I'm not looking at what kind, but
it comes along. It comes with the territory.
Exactly.
If you're doing the good job and you're doing it well, of course,
it comes.
That should come.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
We wish we had more time, but somehow the time has just run.
Yes.
And so the Muzon Festival, the Christmas Carol is on?
Yes, it's on. It's on the 1st of December. The first Sunday in December. And
I have had some of the experience from there, and I can tell that it's wow.
Look, people don't want to miss it because, it's one of the best things that can happen at Christmas.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Emeka Nwokedi, for making time to be here on the program today.
Thank you, Helen. Good to see you after a long time.
Thank you. Well, that's our conversation with the music teacher, the artistic director, the choral music and classical music director, and he's shared a few of the things that he has to do over the years. I hope you picked a thing or two from there And I hope we have been able to get you interested somehow in classical and choral music. We'll take another break. When we come back, the next guest will be seated right where he is. And we'll be talking about digital marketing with our next guest. Please don't go away.